We got the drop.
It's what I do, it's who I am.
I'm a hustler, baby.
No label, the label.
Whoa, what's up, mob? It's the biggest mob, Key the Kid, and welcome back to my channel, No Label the Label. If you like power like I love power, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn your post notification bell so you won't miss any other videos I have on Power. Power Book 3 Raising Kanan is out now. Yeah, Season 3 of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan is out now, and Episode 5 Brothers and Keepers premieres this Friday on the Starz Network app. So make sure you go get the Starz Network app if you don't have it so you can watch Episode 5 Brothers and Keepers with me, Key the Kid, the mob. Don't want to wait till Friday, you say? Then you came to the right spot. You already know I'll be rocking, man. It's the mob, man. But before we get into these spoilers, I want to let you guys know I have signed the distribution deal. The button was pushed today. I signed the distribution deal, but the button was pushed today. So make sure you go stream my new single, Yes, my new single, is out now. The first link is a magical link. It'll take you to any streaming services you want to stream my new single. Don't have access to premium streaming services, you say? Well, then click the link below that and stream the official music video for my new single, And speaking of distribution deal, Kanan also signed him a distribution deal with Paul. Yes, you seen that. Paul, the guy with the dudes with the bikes, agreed to let Kanan use his couriers to sell his product. So in the scene where Kanan tells Unique, I work for me, that conversation is in this episode 5. So Unique approaches Kanan and he asks him, Are you Roxanne? He was like, man, my name Kanan. And he was like, well, who put you on then? He was like, who got you in the game? And he was like, man, he was like, he said, look, I ain't got time for all that. He's trying to walk off. And he was like, man, what you work for Nick or something? What you work for Unique? And he was like, man, I work for me. Right? I work for me. You see what I'm saying? And he was like, man, how you working for yourself? Ain't no youngster like you moving that dog food in them streets like this. He said, dog food? Who said anything about how wrong? You see, Unique brought Ronnie to the new spot. Yeah, and that exclusive clip that you guys seen on my channel. If you didn't see the exclusive clip one last time, I will leave that link in the description as well. But that was outside of the new spot with the Asians that he obtained selling heroin. You see what I'm saying? So he brought Ronnie over there, showing Ronnie the spot, telling him that you gonna run this. They gonna come in here and order the special such and such, gonna hook it up, and everything gonna be everything. You gonna be running this spot. And Ronnie was like, man, this ain't no spot to be running. I don't want to run this. This ain't nothing. You see what I'm saying? He asking Unique how he trusts these Asians. How you trusting these yellow people? You see? And Unique simply telling them, look, they bought our money. They bought their money just like us. And Ronnie say, they ain't nothing like me. They ain't nothing like me. Don't try to affiliate me with them. We are nothing alike. And Unique steady trying to force him to get him to understand that this place is under the radar. The police don't know nothing about them. All we got to do is tell people that we here and they going to pull up and it's going to be smooth sailing. And Ronnie ain't buying it. So he storms out and leave. That's when Unique is like, man, what you got going on? You asking for something, you asking for work and product, and I bring it to you, and you still ain't satisfied. So then Unique asks him about Dean, you see, and Ronnie getting all defensive. He like, man, you steady worrying about the wrong thing. You always worrying about the wrong thing. You worrying about the wrong thing. Now see, the murder of Dean hit the streets, but it just not hitting the streets, and don't nobody really know. Ain't nobody really saying nothing. Marvin found out about it first. You see what I'm saying? Because him and Gerald, the man who works at the newspaper, were talking, and that came up in their conversation. You know, Marvin was telling him, you know, about Juke becoming a in a girl group and was like, you could write about my daughter and all that shit there. She just got into this new girl group. She just signed the deal. Speaking of signed the deal, you guys, I am Key the Kid. I just signed the distribution deal. Please click the link in my description right now. It's a magical link. It'll take you to any streaming services you want to stream my new single, right now. Don't have access to premium streaming services, you say? Well, click the link below that, and it's the official music video to my new single, produced by That's Lando. So Gerald agrees to look into the matter to write about Laverne. And he's like, man, everybody will eat that story up. A girl from the wrong side of the road, you see what I'm saying? Made it big. And Marvin got offended, like, man, I don't stay on the side of no tracks. What you got going on? My girl ain't had it hard. We doing all right. And he was like, no, I'm just saying that, Jamaica is a dangerous place, A drug dealer got killed the other night. He got stabbed up, and his deaf grandmother was over there and ain't even hear nothing. You see what I'm saying? So he ended up telling that to Raquel. Marvin ended up going relay this message to Raquel to see what the street's saying. And Rock simply just telling him about what she got going on because she out of the game. She really trying to figure out why Marvin even telling her this. And Marvin ended up telling her that, Dean slipped him some product here and there to keep him afloat. You see what I'm saying? Down there in Manhattan. Now, that's going to slow up his money because he had to lend Lulu some money to get the club started up. Yeah, he looking to start a hip-hop night tonight at the club. And, he gave him some money to get that jumping. So Rock was telling him that was a bad idea. Ain't no fronting Lulu. Once you get Lulu something, it's gone. And, Marvin, instead of telling her, man, just come support your brother, and she like, man, fuck Lulu. Yeah, Marvin was trying to get the whole family to come out there to the hip-hop night. So the dilemma that Rock facing is extortment. Yeah, she getting extorted by them two cops. They whipped down on her after they bust her windows like she don't know it was them, trying to get her to pay for protection from the people that's doing all the vandalism when they the ones doing the vandalism. Threatening to call the people on her because her windows bust and she got all the violations. The police was telling her that, look, we could oversee all these violations you got if you help us out, a favor for a favor. And Rock ain't rocking with that at all. And she was telling that to Marvin. And he was like, yeah, man, that ain't it. That ain't it at all. Now, speaking of ain't it at all, I'm steady tired of people saying, oh, man, Famous got arrested because he was selling weed. He got arrested, he was selling weed. No, he didn't. You didn't see the episode Hold That Noise. Famous got cut up because the police are investigating the murder of Freddie. When the police whipped down on Famous, yes, he had that bag on him, but the bag was nothing but cash. The bag had nothing but money in it. Had no weed in it. They asking him if he know Freddie, and Famous like, man, I don't know that dude. We went to school. He was an upperclassman. I don't know that dude for real like that. I just seen him around and stuff. And they were like, well then, why are you in this witness report by his house? Because they asked him if they know where he stayed at. And Famous said, hell no, I don't know where that dude stayed at. And then Famous gave him a good explanation. He was like, man, this town is small. I just be moving around. And it was like, you a regular in the neighborhood. And he was like, I ain't no regular nothing. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of regular, Crystal thinks she just extraordinary and everybody else just can't do nothing with her. So the chick, Leisha, she was kind of messing up. You know what I'm saying? So they kept stopping her and they was telling her how she messing up and all that. Saying how it ain't too late, it's still early, they can replace her. What a shame. Speaking of make sure you click the link right now in the description below to stream on any streaming platform you want. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon Music, Audio Mac, or you can stream the official music video in the link below that. So after the lady had flashed out on him, and came in there. Juke offered to help her out. And she was like, oh, I thought you was hating on me like Crystal. And Juke assured her that no, I ain't doing no hating on you. Obviously, it looks like they're building her up to be Juke's new love interest. Who knows? Well, I think Marvin knows because when he seen Juke and her talking, he says, well, damn, Juke, you got good taste and all that. You get it from me and this and that and the third. And Juke like, oh, no, that's just a friend. And Marvin telling her, you ain't got to hide nothing from me. I know. It's all good. You ain't got to hide nothing from me. So after Famous got arrested, Kanan was looking for him. And everybody ended up telling them that, that Kanan got arrested. You see what I'm saying? And so Kanan went to the rest of the dudes and was telling them, look, if y'all get caught by the police or if y'all see the police, throw the product, throw the bag. Y'all can always come back for that. But if you get caught up, that's on you. You can't do nothing. And that was we ain't got time and stuff like that. He was like, well, then just don't get caught. Now, speaking of getting caught, when he finally caught up with Famous, he wanted to know, like, what happened? What's the 411? What's the 411? You see what I'm saying? He want to know what was going on, why he got snatched up by the police, and why he out so fast. You see what I'm saying? Because he didn't have product on him like people thought. Like I said, they were questioning the murder of Freddie. And so he ended up telling Kanan that he is the one that put Freddie down. He is the one that killed Freddie. Because Kanan was telling him not to worry about the cops, they just fishing. And Kanan lets him know that, look, don't say nothing about this to nobody. Don't even say it to me no more. Don't speak about this no more. Take this to your grave because I can't have you messing up my business right now. All this could jeopardize my business. What you got going on can jeopardize our business in a major way. Famous lets him know that he only did this because he wanted to let Freddie know how it feel. Yeah, Freddie always rolling up on people, robbing them. And so Famous lets Kanan know that he wanted to take care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to take care of them. So he rolled up on Freddie to rob him, but it got real too quick. Speaking of make sure you click that link in the bio. It's a magical link that'll take you to any streaming services you want to stream my new single. Don't have access to premium streaming services, you say? Well, click the link below that and stream the official music video to my new single. But speaking of take care of, we know Rock now has full custody, even though that's his mother, he's underage. She had full custody, but now it is mandatory that Kanan stays with Rock. So you know that a social worker is supposed to be coming in and doing random checkups on Kanan and Rock to make sure Kanan is on the right path because he brought a gun to school. You see what I'm saying? So a social worker ends up coming over there. Yeah, she ended up popping up and Kanan is nowhere to be found. So she's like she's going to wait on Kanan, but Kanan ends up taking longer than they expected. So the social worker gives Rock some slack, lets her off with a warning, and tells her that Kanan should be making new friends. You see what I'm saying? Because Rock told him that maybe he's in the neighborhood, hanging out with his friends. We did just move over here. This is a big change. You see what I'm saying? And the social worker letting him know, like, he needs a big change. He brought a gun to school, probably influenced by those same friends. So he needs a new school and new friends. And Rock says we're going to finish out the school year at the school he at, and we're going to transfer into that step by step. When can we expect you back, though? You see what I'm saying? And she said, well, whenever my schedule permits it, Now, speaking of not being home, Unique is known for not being home because he over there beating down Rock, tearing Rock up. Yeah, clapping her cheeks and whatnot. So Ronnie went over to Priscilla's house looking for Unique. And Priscilla was like, man, I thought Unique gave you some product. What you doing over here? He was like, where Unique at? And she was like, I don't know. And he said, he probably fucking Rock. Yeah, that did it to us. She said, he probably fucking Rock. And she kept asking him what he said, but Ronnie, you know how he do it. He ignores her and just leaves. So when Priscilla catches up with Unique again, she asks him, what's going on between you and Rock? What's all this she hearing about him and Rock? you know, you smashing rock. Ronnie told me that, and Unique like, man, don't you got everything you need? Ain't you in Rome straight? Ain't I taking care of you and this and that and the third? And she like, dude, what that got to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? You just out here, and he like, man, you just worrying about some bitch, woo woo woo. And she like, well, she ain't just some bitch. This the bitch that shot at you with my kid in the car, that tried to get you arrested for shooting a cop. Like, why would you even be fucking with that? Like, why would you even be fucking with her? Speaking of fucking with her, Ronnie thought that Juliana was fucking with him by the way she was looking. Yeah, she was looking at Ronnie in episode 4 like, without my brother here, I will talk to you. But she still lets him know that, you know, I can't trust your brother. We had dealings with each other. I can't trust him. He is not right. You see what I'm saying? Only way I could trust him is if he go, basically, in other words. And Ronnie was telling her that, you know, my brother ain't going nowhere. My brother ain't going nowhere. But it looks like Ronnie changed his mind, because when Unique approached Ronnie about messing up his life, spreading his business, Ronnie lost his mind. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie was telling him that I'm the big dog. Yeah, I do big dog things. I do big dog shit. Don't get me for that, Boosie. But yeah. So he was telling him that he the big dog and woo woo woo. And Unique said, man, that ain't no big dog shit, telling my bitch what I got going on and killing Dean. That ain't no big dog shit. So they get into it and it goes down. You see what I'm saying? Speaking of make sure you click that link in the description. It's a magical link. It'll take you to any streaming services you want to stream my new single. Don't have access to streaming and premium services, you say? Well, click the link below that and watch the official music video to my single. Because looks like we're out of time for today's video. If you like today's video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Turn your post notification bell so you won't miss any other videos I have on Power. It's the mob, biggest mob, Key the Kid. Wait. Don't go. My bad. Look, I forgot. My bad. It slipped my mind. So when Rock was in there, they simply just wanted to know why her name was on all these papers. You see what I'm saying? Like, why your name was on this studio and all this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Why your name was on the share and all that stuff. And she said that it was just a family business, family thing, helping out my brother, helping out her brother, Lou. You see what I'm saying? Helping out her brother, Lulu. And her attorney informed them that if you ain't here to get my client on no business deal, then we're going to take our business elsewhere. Not for real this time. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Turn your post notification bell so you won't miss any other videos I have on Power. It's the mob, biggest mob, Key the Kid.